All right, let's dive into
Hey,
this
I'm good.
Danish Superliga match, huh?
Yeah.
Randers FC taking on FC Copenhagen
Big one?
on February 17th.
Yep.
We've got all the pregame analysis
Yeah,
here,
we do.
predictions, potential lineups, the whole 9 yards.
Should be a good one.
So you can, impress all your friends with your football knowledge.
That's right.
We're going to be talking about the history between these two teams, their current form,
Yep.
and what to really look for when these two clash out on the pitch.
Well, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
It really is.
Especially, with Copenhagen
Yeah.
struggling a bit lately.
Yeah.
And with Randers having such a strong showing at home.
Absolutely. I mean, Randers is coming off a 5-1 victory
Yeah, 5 again.
against Freiburg,
Uh-huh.
ending their mid-season friendlies on a real high note.
For sure.
And, it's not just a one-off. They haven't been beaten at home in their last 5 matches.
Really?
So there's definitely a sense of momentum building there.
Yeah, for sure. And that kind of momentum, can really make a difference in a game like this.
Sure.
But on the other side of things, Copenhagen is coming off a loss to Heidenheim in the Conference League.
Yeah.
And, they haven't had the best luck on the road recently.
No.
With three straightaway losses.
Yeah, 3 consecutive away losses. It makes you wonder,
Right.
does their recent form really tell the whole story?
Right.
Because, I mean, historically, they've dominated this matchup.
Yeah, they've, won 33 out of their 57 encounters.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so
A long history there.
history's definitely important, but
Yeah.
we can't discount the fact that Randers actually beat them the last time they played each other.
They did.
Back in April of 2023.
Yeah, April 2023, that's right.
But then again,
Yeah.
Copenhagen is currently on a 5-game unbeaten streak against Randers.
Right.
So that's a bit of a puzzle here.
It is.
Which trend will continue.
That's the question.
Yeah.
That is the question.
Real head scratcher.
$1,000,000 question right there.
Yeah.
And as if this matchup wasn't intriguing enough already,
Right.
we got to factor in the injury situation.
Oh, yeah.
For Copenhagen.
Of course.
They've got some key players sideline.
Uh-huh.
Nikolai Boysen, Rooney Barchi, Oliver Høyer,
Mm-hmm.
Andreas Cornelius, Lucas Leriger.
Yeah, that's a big chunk of their usual starting lineup.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yes.
So, when we consider these injuries along with Randers' home advantage, it's easy to see why some are predicting a much closer match than the historical data might suggest.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how those missing players will impact their Copenhagen strategy.
Right.
And overall performance, right?
Absolutely.
One betting expert, Ryan Allen,
Yeah.
he's actually putting his,
His money where his mouth is.
money where his mouth is. Yeah, he's putting his stake on Randers to avoid defeat,
Wow. Okay.
which is a, pretty strong statement.
It is.
But, another prediction that we saw
Yeah.
was a 1-2 win for Copenhagen,
Okay.
highlighting the,
Strength of the squad.
strength of their squad, even with the absences. And,
Yeah.
both predictions seem to agree that
Yeah.
there are going to be goals potentially on both sides.
Oh, so we've got expert opinions kind of leaning in different directions here.
We do.
The possibility of a high-scoring match sounds like
sounds like-
we're in for a real nail-biter.
A real barn burner.
But before we jump ahead to potential outcomes here,
Okay.
let's break down these projected lineups, shall we?
Let's do it.
Starting with Randers,
Okay?
they're likely to have Paul Izzo guarding the goal.
Yep.
A pretty solid backline with Oliver Olsen, Daniel Hu,
Mm-hmm.
and Wessel Dammers.
Yep.
In midfield, keep a close eye on John Bjermingren and Andre Romer. They'll be, really instrumental in kind of dictating the pace of the game.
Yeah, they're the engine, right?
That's right, of the team. And up front, we've got Mohamed Tour,
Right.
who will be looking to, capitalize on any opportunity to add to his goal tally.
Oh, for sure.
So well-structured defense.
Yeah.
Some serious attacking potential for Randers.
Yeah, looks good.
But how is Copenhagen planning to,
Right.
navigate these key absences?
Right.
Who are their key players that are going to be, on the pitch?
Well, even with, the missing players,
Yeah.
Copenhagen's lineup is still,
Yeah.
pretty strong.
Yeah.
They've got some serious talent.
Yeah.
Diet Ramage will likely be in goal.
Okay.
And the defense could feature players like Dennis Favreau, Kevin Dix,
Okay.
and Victor Christensen
All right.
in midfield. It'll be interesting to see how Thomas Delaney and William Klein step up
Right.
in Leriger's absence.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have Jordan Larson and Victor Claesson leading the attack. They're
Leading the charge.
crucial for their offensive strategy.
So it seems like even with those missing pieces, Copenhagen is still bringing a pretty formidable squad to the field.
Yeah, no doubt.
So this is shaping up to be a fascinating tactical battle.
It is.
But before we get too caught up in individual players and all that,
Right.
let's just take a quick look at the league standings.
Yeah, good idea.
Just to kind of put things into perspective.
Absolutely, understanding the broader context
Yeah.
is important. And currently, FC Midtjylland is in first place
Okay.
with 36 points,
Right.
followed closely by FC Copenhagen with 33.
So they're right there.
They are
nipping
knitting at their heels.
Yeah, nipping at their heels.
And then Randers FC is sitting in fifth place with 30 points.
So, a win for Copenhagen would really solidify their position
Oh, yeah.
as a top contender.
For sure.
But if Randers manages to pull off an upset,
Oh, they'd be huge.
they could suddenly be right in the thick of that title race.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. So this match is about more than just bragging rights.
Yeah, it's a big one.
This has major implications for the rest of the season.
Absolutely. And, that brings us back to those missing Copenhagen players.
Right.
The pressure's on.
Yeah.
Their replacements to, step up in this must-win game.
Really is
Yeah.
huge shoes to fill there.
Yeah, absolutely. So will they be able to rise to the occasion, on the road?
Right.
Or will Randers,
Seize the opportunity.
capitalize on their vulnerability?
This is where it gets really interesting for you listening.
Yeah.
We've laid out the facts. We've given you the recent form, the potential lineups, the stakes. Now it's time to,
Yeah,
tap into your intuition.
that's right.
What do you think? Who's walking away with the points in this match?
Well, before you make your prediction,
Okay.
there's one more intriguing detail we uncovered.
Okay, lay it on me.
There's been a
Yeah.
noticeable trend of fewer than 5 yellow cards
Oh, really?
in the last 7 matches
Wow.
between these two teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying these matches have been surprisingly well behaved?
Well behaved, yeah.
Is that just a coincidence, or are these teams kind of approaching each other with a bit more discipline these days?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, are we about to witness a clean tactical battle,
Right.
or will the pressure of the league standings
Right.
kind of ignite some fiery moments out there on the pitch?
Yeah, could get spicy.
Yeah, this is something to watch for as you're enjoying the match.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got a potentially high-stakes game.
Yeah.
Some interesting lineup decisions to dissect, and now the mystery of the missing yellow cards.
The plot thickens.
What else could we ask for, right?
This match was, designed for us, for our deep dive today.
I think you might be right about that.
Yeah, but speaking of design, there's one more element we need to consider. Okay. The tactical approaches
Right.
each coach might employ.
Yeah, that's a great point. The coach's tactics could really, make or break this match.
Yeah, big time.
Knowing that Randers has been so strong defensively at home,
Mm-hmm.
do you think they might try to,
Yeah.
exploit Copenhagen's,
Right. Wicked midfield.
weak in midfield? Yeah, maybe press high,
Yeah.
try to force some turnovers?
That's definitely a possibility. An aggressive, high-energy approach early on could really,
Yeah.
rattle Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Especially with some new players slotting into that lineup,
Yeah.
They could capitalize on any potential, disorganization
Yeah.
to catch them off guard.
It makes a lot of sense. Take advantage of the situation and set the tone right from kickoff.
Exactly.
What about Copenhagen? How do you see them approaching this match tactically, knowing they're facing a confident Randers team
Well,
at their home turf?
I think they might, opt for a more patient,
Okay.
possession-based style,
Okay.
controlling the tempo,
Right.
minimizing risky turnovers. That'll be key for them.
Right.
They'll likely want to just,
Gradually.
work the ball into dangerous areas,
Yeah.
relying on, their experienced players
Right.
to create scoring
Well,
opportunities.
so it could be a real classic clash of styles.
Yes, for sure.
Randers with that high pressing intensity trying to disrupt Copenhagen's rhythm versus Copenhagen's calculated possession game, just waiting, looking for gaps and exploiting any mistakes.
Exactly. And this is where, those individual player matchups become so interesting. It's not just about formations and tactics.
Yeah.
It's all,
One-on-one battles.
those one-on-one battles.
All over the pitch, yeah.
It's like a game of chess where,
Mhm.
each move has a ripple effect.
It does. And the coaches will be making adjustments, on the fly, reacting to what they see, and the players need to be adaptable,
Right.
and mentally sharp
Yeah.
to execute those changes
For sure.
effectively.
That's
And
hard.
don't forget about, the mental game.
Oh, of course, the mental game is huge.
Huge.
Randers might, feel the weight of history.
Yeah.
knowing that Copenhagen has often had the upper hand
Right.
in this matchup,
Yeah.
will that affect their confidence, or will they,
Yeah.
play with the freedom of a team that's on a roll?
Right, and has nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
On the other hand, Copenhagen will be dealing with the pressure of being the favorites, even with a depleted squad. So,
It's true.
will they tighten up, afraid to make mistakes, or will they rise to the occasion, show that they have the depth and the resilience to overcome these challenges?
It's a real test of character for them.
It is. These psychological factors can be just as important as the tactical ones.
Yeah, sometimes even more so.
It's all about who can manage the pressure,
Yeah.
stay focused,
Yeah.
capitalize on those crucial moments.
True.
It's fascinating how much depth there is to a football match.
Isn't it?
You can analyze all the stats, you
Yeah.
can,
Break it all down.
break down the formations,
Yeah.
predict outcomes.
Right.
But ultimately, it's the players on the pitch who decide the story.
That's the beauty of it, right?
It is.
The unpredictability. I mean, even with all the information we have,
Yeah.
you just never know
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen. There's always that element of surprise.
Always.
That moment of brilliance or a twist of fate
Could be anything.
that could just change everything. And that's why I keep coming back for more.
I know. It's addicting.
So we've given you the knowledge, the insights, the potential scenarios.
Right.
Now it's up to you to watch it all unfold. So what do you think?
Right.
Think of this match as a microcosm of the Danish Superliga itself.
Okay.
A league where, the competition is fierce.
Oh, yeah.
Any team can defeat another on any given day.
That's what makes it so captivating.
And you'll see tactical battles, individual moments of brilliance,
For sure.
maybe even a bit of controversy. It's all part of the drama of football.
It is.
So here's the final question I'll leave you with.
All right.
Will this be another chapter in Copenhagen's dominance, or will Randers write a new story?
As you watch the match, pay attention to those psychological dynamics that we were talking about.
Right.
How does Copenhagen handle the pressure? Does Randers, rise to the challenge, or do they crumble under the weight of history?
Yeah.
These subtle narratives often reveal the true,
Yeah.
heart of the match.
Well, we've taken a deep dive into this Randers FC versus FC Copenhagen clash.
We have.
Covered everything from form and lineups to the intriguing absence of yellow cards.
Right.
The tactical chess match that awaits.
Good.
But now it's over to you.
Yeah.
What's your prediction? Head to the comments. Share your thoughts. We're excited to see how it all plays out.
Let us know.
Yeah, it really does feel like you said, there are so many layers to this match. We've talked about the tactics, the players, the lineups, all that. But
Right.
you've brought up something that I find, really fascinating, this whole psychological aspect.
Right.
How much does that actually factor into a game like this?
I think it's often underestimated.
Yeah.
Think about it. These players are under immense pressure, especially in a match with such high stakes.
Right.
For Randers, there's the historical weight of Copenhagen's dominance.
Yeah.
The potential to really shake things up in the league standings.
Right.
I mean, that can either be a huge motivator or a real burden.
It could go either way. And for Copenhagen, they're missing some key players. They're
Right.
on the road and everyone's expecting them to win.
Yeah.
So how do you think that affects the mindset
Right.
going into a match like this?
I think it's a real test of character.
Yeah.
Do they let those absences and that pressure get to them, or do they
Yeah.
rally together and prove that they have the depth to overcome it?
Right.
I mean, the way they respond to these challenges will likely determine the outcome of the game.
It really is. It's almost like watching a play unfold where the tactics are the script, the
Right.
players are the actors.
Yeah.
And the psychological element is like the subtext.
Right, exactly.
That's kind of driving their actions.
Yeah.
Adds a whole other dimension to the viewing experience.
Yeah. It does. And as you're watching the match, try to look beyond just the goals and the tackles.
Okay.
Pay attention to the body language, the communication between players.
Yeah.
The reactions to mistakes. I think those subtle details can reveal a lot about the mental state of each team.
Yeah.
And how they're coping with the pressure.
That's a really great tip for our listeners out there. It's like you're giving them a behind the scenes pass
Yeah.
to really understand the deeper dynamics of the game.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean football is more than just
Right.
what happens on the ball, right?
It is. It's about the decisions, the reactions, the emotions that drive those 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And often those less visible elements are what make a match truly, captivating.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
Yeah.
From the statistics to the lineups, to the tactical possibilities, and even the psychological intricacies.
Yeah, that's true.
But as we said, the beauty of football really lies in its
unpredictability.
Unpredictability. So we've given you the tools, we've given you the knowledge, the insights, the potential storylines. Now it's your turn to watch it all come together.
That's right.
And see which narrative unfolds. So
who's going to write the story?
Will Randers rise to the occasion, make their mark on the league, or will Copenhagen assert their dominance despite the challenges?
Spice the odds.
We can't wait to see how it all plays out.
Me neither.
And remember, this is just one match in a larger season.
In the grand scheme of things.
The Danish Superliga is known for its competitive spirit.
Oh, yeah?
Its unexpected twists and turns.
Always keeps you guessing.
So this match is just a taste of the drama, the passion, the skill that make this league so compelling.
It's a great league.
So even if you're, not a diehard fan of either team, we encourage you to tune in and experience the excitement for yourself.
Yeah, you won't regret it.
Who knows, maybe you'll discover your new favorite team or witness a moment of brilliance that'll stay with you long after the final whistle.
That's the power of football.
It is.
It can surprise you, inspire you, unite us, in a shared love for the beautiful game.
Well said. Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the
The pleasure was all mine.
Randers FC versus FC Copenhagen matchup.
Great match.
We've armed you with the knowledge and the insights. Now it's up to you to enjoy the match.
Enjoy the show.
And be sure to share your thoughts and predictions in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
We always love hearing from our listeners. Until next time, enjoy the beautiful game.
Cheers, Steve.